She's still a dragon under all that blight. A wounded and angry dragon.
Meaning?
That lair is a death trap. She'll rip us apart. So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack.
Sounds good.
Just make sure everyone is ready.
Are you ready?
I've got this. Just you and me now.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready ballistas! Wait for it! Wait for it!
Come on. Come on. Hit the wings! Force her to land! Second detachment! Flank on the walls!
Let's go! We got it out of the tower.
Take a fight. Come here. Keep it busy down there.
Good a plan as any.
That's height! We haven't fallen yet!
Watch out for those claws.
I was planning on it. What's behind you? Get clear!
I don't know a lot about dragons, but I think we're hurting it.
Still a lot of fight left to go. We need to bring this thing down.
Come on, keep up! Starting to weaken.
Give it everything you've got. It's not getting away this time.
You gotta move.
Second dragon!
Press the attack! Bring that first one down!
Whiteout! Stole my archdemon! I will have blood for that! Be healed, my pet! The blight grants you new life. Bring me their bodies once you are finished.
That's the dragon that attacked Treviso, right? Yes, it is. Time to take your revenge. Let's bring it down.
I came to wipe out bearing gifts. In ignorance, you reject this world's salvation.
One dragon or two, doesn't matter. We can't lose here. We won't lose here. On the left.
The blight can be tamed, turned to a greater purpose. But I must have it.
Viper!
Thought you could use a hand. Fire!
You're late!
Didn't want to arrive without a gift. Enchanted ballista bolts. You'll even pierce blighted dragon hide. Let's bring them down, Rook!
My archdemon was a unique creation. It will never rise again. For that death, alone, will
It's weakening. Keep pressing.
there is no creation without pain.
First one's almost dead. Keep at it.
We'll hold them off.
One target down. Focus on the second one. How's your chance?
We will tame this affliction and remake this world a pure, shining empire. All proposals will be repurposed for the greater. Their plight is death. It is raw potential. A perfect tool of creation.
She's reanimating the dragons! We have to stop her!
Gillinane's wounded! Press the attack!
Oh, sister. Do not be blinded by righteous anger.
They stole Rosakill from me, Algernon. My greatest creation!
A thrall is easily replaced. You are not. Without you, the Blight is a brute weapon. Only your hands mold it into life.
The mortals deserve worse. But we have crucial work in Arth.
After it is complete, one resists.
The Dread Wolf's influence. His presence lingers.
Ever defiant. For now.
You know what lesson I learned again today?
What's that?
Never bet against Rook. You can find the twisting path through any problem.
But the gods got away, and now Algernon has stepped from the shadows.
We came to kill a dragon, yes? And instead, we killed a bear.
That took 2 of the gods' pieces off the board.
And we have our revenge. And so does Treviso.
We destroyed weapons. The wielder still lives. How do we find them? The gods, I mean.
Gillinane's the key to their plan. Elganon said as much. And Gillinane mentioned Arlethan.
When was that?
After Elganon cast his spell, I was close enough to hear them. Didn't you say the Veil Jumpers have trouble out there, Evka?
Yeah, with the Venatori. Feels like more than a coincidence.
Finding them will be a challenge. Arlethan's enormous. They could be anywhere.
The Veil Jumpers can help us narrow the search. We help with their Venatori problem. Then odds are good we find the God's trail.
Good luck. We'll keep watch here.
Yes, much to do. If you have time for Lavendel, there's something I could use help with.
We lost a lot of wardens today. After Weishaupt, we need to be stronger than this to face the gods.
But we'll do what we can. We always do.
The wardens have your back, Rook. All the way to the end.
So that's Elganon, huh? I didn't think it was possible, but we got lucky at Weishaupt.
We were fortunate Elganon and Gillinane disagreed on her attempt at vengeance. But why did Elganon let us live? We were at his mercy.
Solus worries him. Maybe even scares him a little.
Why? Solus is powerful, but nothing close to Elganon.
It's not just about power. Solus has messed up Algernon's plans before. Nothing's bigger than dragons. But they're clever enough to take flight once they smell danger. Elgernon smelled danger.
Whatever the reason, we made it through. And this time, no dragon escaped.
Thanks to Tosh.
That's why we recruited them.
So what's our next move, Rook? Arlithin, right? Help the Veil Jumpers?
That'll put us on the God's trail, but we need to be ready for the fight once we find them. Which means we need to help our allies be as prepared as possible. The 8 of us can't face gods without help.
Elganon's arrival certainly puts a dreadful emphasis on it.
So we help our allies.
And track down the gods.
And maybe deal with our own crap when we've got time. Like whoever is blighting dragons for the gods.
Look, the mission's still the same. Stop the gods.
Which means?
It means we offer to help the Veil Jumpers with the damn Venatori. Then we figure out what our other allies need. And help them get it.
And us?
I need you focused and ready to face impossible odds. So tell me what that will take. We've got work to do.
So Elgernon finally showed his face, huh?
Now we've got to deal with both gods. And Elgernon showed everyone he's more powerful than Gillenane.
You play the hand you're dealt, right? No matter the odds. True in both life and games of wicked grace.
People died, Varric. My team's still not at their best. They're trying, but their own problems are getting in the way.
So deal with those. You'll strengthen your own hand and weaken the gods at the same time.
Why would helping my team hurt the gods?
The type of people your team's having problems with, they want power. And the gods have plenty of it. Those types will crawl over to the gods and see what's on offer. And the rest, they'll just keep making your job harder.
Still need to find the gods, though. The Veil Jumpers are our best lead right now. We've taken down an archdemon and 2 blighted dragons. That's impressive. We even made Gillenane bleed twice. We have to keep up the fight.
You've got this, Rook. Just fight one battle at a time. Shit. You shouldn't have to deal with all this, Rook. The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore up the Gloomhowler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloomhowler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant. Like a promise, or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and Warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a Warden.
Hunting a monster is one thing, but a Warden gone bad? What will it do to the griffins?
It kept talking about saving them. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the Lords, and I could use the sea air. So could you.
You know, that sounds quite nice.
All right, then. I'll see you soon.
I've got a meeting with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Aelia. I'm hoping they have something. Dharma said to invite you. Someone's on his good side. Well, he did worse than just try to kill me.
Really?
The guy stiffed me on the job. Those were good potions I used. Expensive, too.
Right, that makes sense.
How's it going over here?
It's okay. You know.
You can take my seat, Rook. I was just leaving. Belle, swing by when you get a chance. I found another set of papers for you.
Thanks, Nev. That's nice. Sorry, Rook. Not great company right now.
That's what worries me, Balara. You're not yourself. And yourself is kind of important to me.
That's nice of you. Really. But I don't know if I should be important to you.
Come on. That's ridiculous.
Is it? When Norris asked me to join him, to join Syrian, part of me wanted to. Not a big part, but a part. I mean, before all of this, Syrian and I were the same. Inquisitive, driven, pushing ourselves. The search for the Nadister Thalin, the archive, that was both of us, working together. I want to say I'll keep saying no, keep turning him down, but he's my brother. What keeps me from doing what he did?
You start turning evil, I'll do something about it.
What would that be?
I'll say... Stop that. I'll work on it. I'm kind of making this up as I go.
Our team motto, pretty much.
Let's paint that on the side of the lighthouse.
I'm sure Solus would love that.
You good?
I am. Thank you, Rook. It means a lot that you care. I'll, see you later.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the alluvium room is blocked.
Now we get to talk.
When demons say they want to talk, that usually means they want to bargain.
Lucanis made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No! I want out!
Out to where? To Vinter? Orlais? Nowhere safe for a possessed man.
No! No! He promised! Tell him! Make him! Rook?
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
You didn't manage to leave the room, and Tosh didn't hit you with an axe. That's all that matters.
I'm supposed to be a professional.
Professional doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Something to think about, I guess.
Weishaupt gone, it'll only involve the gods to make
Strife, I got a tip there might be trouble here in Arlathan.
You're just in time. We've got a problem.
I was out with a scouting party, and we spotted the Venatori moving into the area.
They're being directed by Elganon or Gillenane. They have to be. The Grey Wardens warned us the gods were heading to Arlathan, but why bring the Venatori?
We don't know. That's where you come in.
Well, that sounds like trouble. How can I help?
Nip it in the bud. Don't let them stir up anything worse.
I'll give you the rough location where we sighted them, but you might have to search beyond that.
They want something, and we need to know what they're up to.
I'll find out what it is.
Feel free to take out as many of them as you can. This is our forest.
This place makes the back of my eyes hurt.
This was the center of a war between Tevinter Magisters and ancient elves. Blood magic everywhere. The Magisters destroyed Arlathan City. That kind of magic leaves an impression.
Venatori, Irilyn was right.
Let's kick him out. Good. Now, what were they doing out here?
Looks like they set up a camp.
Let's take a look. Not sure what this is. Bellara?
It's Dalish. There's a Dalish camp nearby. If the Venatori hit them...
They could be in trouble.
Let's go. Now.
Those statues don't look right.
That's not stone. That's...
Another Fen'Harel altar. This is where Tainor was headed. It's blighted. She didn't mention that.
You knew? Light spreads fast.
Oh, not good. That relic ended up blighting Oros. Dark spawn. What's that? I think that's Tainor.
Whoa! Damn it!
What's that there? By those bushes. Collar. It says... Gus. Wait. The tracker Tainor talked about was a Nug. Oros's companion Nug. Let's get you home, little one.
We've seen Venatori out here before. They're always looking for relics. I wonder if that's what the gods have them hunting for.
Look at this. I bet it came in handy. You have to hand it to the ancient elves. They love their statues. Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone?
You can quit now, Rook.
Okay.
Look, there.
It's not enough you disturb my sleep. Now you interrupt my journey in the waking world.
Sounds like the trap demon in Purpose.
It's agreed to change you. I'll make you alive before you find the treasure I prepared.
That demon knew us. It sounded exactly like the one trapped behind that sealed door in the necropolis.
You're right.
Some powerful spirits can project splits of themselves. That must be what the one back home in the vaults is doing.
More Venatori.
Looks like we got them all. This many Venatori in Arlathan is just wrong. Never seen it like this.
At least we're headed the right way. Arlathan Forest is as weird as ever. Come on, Rog. This artifact isn't working right. Maybe if I looked at the crystals it's connected to.
choke.
Bellara, there's Venatori ahead.
Galador, stay put.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Galador, what's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
Hold on. Rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right. Get back to Strife and Irulan and let them know. Damn it. Still locked.
Rook, over the door there. Symbols.
Okay, let's get it unlocked. That didn't do anything?
The symbols need to be matched in order. That worked. Keep going.
Well done.
Time to get moving.
Venatori plans are always twisted. They wouldn't come here at random. They want something. There.
What do you want? Why are you attacking my people?
The job's done.
Not soon enough.
We still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around. The bridge is out.
The other Veil Jumpers must have shut it down to keep the Venatori out. Has to be a power crystal around here.
Listen.
Someone's in trouble. Come on!
Trouble on the way.
I see them! We have to end this! Leave this camp alone! Come and try!
You'll have to go through me. These are my people.
Leave that one alive. Fight. And bring them with us.
taunting from that way.
Now let's see what they've done with the Danish. We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
More symbols, like before.
Shouldn't be hard. All right, that did it. Let's see what she has to say.
It's okay, you're safe. I'm a veil jumper. What happened here?
That other veil jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the Venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed? Why am I not surprised?
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the Venatori took them. Let's look around. Dead Venatori here. Nothing unusual. Not much to go on. Just some mud here, but it looks like there's some kind of glass here too.
Strange.
Well, doesn't look like the Venatori brought many supplies with them.
They must have a nest close by. We find it. Maybe we find the Dalish.
Wait, the glass we found. There's a crater here in Arlethan. Thousands of years ago, blood magic destroyed that area. All that energy turned the sand to glass.
We know the Venatori didn't come very far.
They must have taken the Dalish to the crater.
Some papers here, but nothing useful. No mention of a location.
We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
These Dalish were caught by surprise. One survived, but the rest...
will live just long enough to be sacrificed. Even for the Venatori. This is evil. Where did they take the prisoners?
The lake. The old crater.
We have to do something.
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
Let's head back to the lighthouse. We'll meet the Veil Jumpers there.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start then.
We did kill Gilnean's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
Regaining strength by draining other elves. We're supposed to be their people.
Maybe that's why it's elves?
That makes it worse.
Right. But that's who the gods are. Who they've always been.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veil Jumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion.
Well, the job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon. Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit's strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
Well, that was pretty damning.
Ilario has much to answer for.
In blood, if nothing else.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, it sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more serials. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on, besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting, it helps for inspiration.
You're pretty interesting yourself.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if I've ever seen myself that way.
You're smart and talented, skilled and passionate, and you're kind. I'm pretty happy we met. Reality bubble aside.
That's nice. Really nice. And, well, it raises a question. An important one. Us. I mean, that's the question. Do you want an us? I mean, romantically? Okay, worst possible way to ask that.
It isn't the worst way, and I am interested.
Oh, okay, that's... wow, great. And now I don't know what comes next. I think we're supposed to dance or eat food together? I don't know, lots of options. Deciding is hard, and I've never done this. Not really.
You've never had a romantic relationship?
Well, one, for a little while, with Irulan. But things just kind of kept getting in the way. And it's all a little more limited. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, I mean.
I think we just do whatever feels right in the moment. It's not like there's a guide with rules we might break.
Right. Of course. Improvisation. It's not what I'm used to, but I'm learning. From you. Yeah, so let's just see where this goes. Together.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't? So much for a straight answer.
Nev, you don't strike me as an animal person. Besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic. Damned if a third of the cats aren't either.
That's nothing like you, is it, Assad? You might be fluff all the way through. It was a compliment.
Of all the nonsense we've run into, you're what's strange.
Assad? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
You know you're sweet with him.
Aren't I always?
I walked into that.
Sing your praises and you still want something? I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
Hey, son. Between you and me, I think I like her. A lot. Yeah.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Falling. On it.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Well? They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
They're gathering to watch people be killed.
It's the Venatori. Spilling blood is their religion.
And we won't let that happen.
We're going to get that close to a crowd of Venatori.
It's quickest. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
That will be your entourage.
I'll go with the Veil Jumpers.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
And the others?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers.
Good. This road stinks of Venatori.
We'll wear them as long as we don't have to fight.
They're going to bleed the Dalish deer.
Hala. They're going after Hala.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Then heed us. Rook, we don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
Exciting times, my friend. They've returned, and the enemies of winter will fall.
For the glory!
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Something's wrong. It feels like blood magic, but stronger.
Is this elf your servant, my lady?
Dumat's teeth. Must I defend my entourage to every low-paid toady out here?
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
A human mage. Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillanane's not here. It's just Elganon.
Shame. We have unfinished business with her.
Next time I see her, she's dead.
Let's focus on the job at hand. Saving the Dalish.
Does anyone else hear that?
Darlen, Garaslasa, Darlen. Dear child, you were born into obscurity. Sorrow etched on your bones. I see you. I feel your pain.
He's making promises. Tempting me.
All I want from you is a blade in your heart.
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament, and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and ride. I am Elganon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
Your Tevinter crumbles under its own weight. I can restore it. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
And trying to conceal us. He'll know someone broke his hold.
Balara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
Elganon is within my reach.
No. We can't touch him now that his Archdemon's in play. Risk Dalish lives.
Promise, don't make it look easy.
Snipers!
Made it through. That goes to you.
Look there. The Archdemon.
Yeah. So maybe we avoid its attention?
¡Dios
wants the interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
Riling them up, they won't come down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants? And now Darkspawn.
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venatori bring their new friends on a wall? Run Not too bad. Got through that.
We're fenced in. It's a barrier. Dragon trail.
It doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillenane lost her dragon. Might make Elganon more cautious. Got it covered. Dalish arrows. Strife and the other Veil Jumpers were here.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners.
You, intruder, have defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way. We have to be quick before the Venatori catch up. That way! Through the gate! Damn it! Shut tight, and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
It has to be another way out. Shit.
What do you need us to do?
We're stuck. Gate's shut, and we can't open it from here.
Inventory headed your way. Either them or hit the gate.
Found them! The mini Venatori. I have our quarry.
How's it looking?
We'll need a minute to figure out how it releases.
Nice shot, Lucanus.
Good one, Rook! Tell me we're close to getting this thing open. There's an entire Venatori army coming for us.
You see Venatori all the time.
There is nowhere to run. You're dead. This our gift to Elganon.
Still no luck? Really, are you sure you can open this?
Everyone breathe. Just breathe. Deep breaths.
What's that thing?
That's got it.
Taken down.
Nicely done, Rook.
Ready when you are.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, that's good.
Find the Dalish. We'll watch the exits. Good luck.
Your fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender, and I may yet show mercy.
Wait. This feels off.
What just happened? Where are we?
I'm not sure. Come on! We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven has been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Again?
It's Elganon. He's found us.
And he's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's Blight here. It wasn't Blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help, and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
Do we know the Dalish are still alright? What if Elganon sends the Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook. Can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solus.
You were correct.
Algernon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
I heard him again. Tell me one of you heard that.
Heard what?
I fear we lack the time for explanation. If you can rescue the elves, Elgernon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elgernon! Lathaline! Mabanal Avanuris! Masaline Algalana!
I see what you mean. Let's keep moving. Solus is going to distract Elgernon.
Van Harel, you have no power here.
Whoever that is sure got his attention.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the Dread Wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again, you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mythal's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Avalas Pan, Veilguard, Fen Harel.
The only reason that thou joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead, you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
Not too bad.
We can do this. We have to do this.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself.
I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
And there. The Dalish.
Break the crystal, let's go.
Stop them! They must not release the Dalish!
The cruelty is nothing new. What has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Algernon the Mighty? Blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation. A fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elven is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Were you talking to... Sorry, they're very loud.
Guess them.
Well, that's
Kill
done.
them. We cannot
The gods
bear
demand more.
Once the Blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours. You will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the Blight.
Save your games for the mortals, Dread Wolf.
The Blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down.
Made it through that one.
You saved us. Time to get out of here.
I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you. Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elganon was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to its own. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elganon sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. If the Venatori move again, the Shadow Dragons will hear about it first. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
Might be a good time to see what Solus thinks of all this.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish. Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes,
We had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like the terrible trickster Fen'Harel who sealed away the gods.
There was truth to their stories. My rebellion had indeed disrupted the lives of those who had been comfortable. And when I created the Veil, I destroyed an empire. Their judgments were fair, if clouded. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elganon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lycanis?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Rathus.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Sorry, how many books are you packing for whatever this is, Emmerich?
Only a handful. Nothing irreplaceable, of course.
8. When will you have time to read 8 books? Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich? So what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat, so I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
I got a letter from Veilguard. She asked how you were doing after your talk.
Good. Yeah. Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
What are you hoping to find out from the archive?
About Anaris? What would make Syrian work with him? But everything I found out, it just makes it worse. And now Syrian wants to meet, to explain himself.
He's turning people into demons. Our people. Nothing he could say will make that all right.
Damn it, Rook. I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared. Loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded. Focused. Made sure I was okay. And I took care of him, protected him because I loved my little brother and I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Anaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him,
I know this is hard for you, but you know we have to stop them, right?
I know, I get it. He's my brother, though. The day he died, or I thought he died, it was the worst day of my life. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him, convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.